And viewers, we have a special guest today this morning. We have Teja Sajja, an actor of the Hanuman movie, which was released on 12th January. Teja, a very good morning to you and thank you for speaking to Times Now. Well, first of all, a big congratulations to you on the success of Hanuman. The box office collection of the film, if I'm not wrong, has crossed 150 crore worldwide. How do you feel that Hanuman is set to become a blockbuster now?
Thanks a lot for all your kind words. More than the box office numbers, what makes me very happy is ultimately the box office number translates into the number of audience who watch the film. So across the nation in different languages, people are watching the film and they're loving it. That fills my heart with a lot of gratitude. There's only one thing that I can say right now, that my heart is filled with gratitude for all the audience.
Well, exactly. And your character, Teja, if I talk about it, Hanumantu, if I'm not wrong, has been influenced by both Indian history and modern superhero concepts. Can you tell us how did you come up with such an idea?
It is basically more about our Indian roots. It is about a boy in a fictional village called Anjanadri. So it is just being myself. We've tried to achieve a different kind of dialect in Telugu and as well in Hindi. So my main focus was to work on the superhero action episodes. I mean the fights. I've done action films before, but not to this extent. This had a lot of action episodes or fights or physically challenging aspects like underwater sequences and others. So that is where my work has predominantly gone into.
Well, also, Teja, how do you see the success of Hanuman contributing to broader recognition? You talked about, Telugu and getting the Hindi and Telugu dialect right. How do you see this? Is it a broader recognition and appreciation of regional films? And, even Indian folk and classical music in cinema is being recognized now. How do you see Hanuman movie playing a crucial role in this?
I think more than anything, it is about the Indian cinema is rising today, and there are no more language boundaries. The recognition of it is not about Telugu films or Tamil films or the folk or whatever you're telling contribution to the Indian cinema. It is more about we can dream big. We can also make ambitious films. So that is the hope that Hanuman has instilled in the young filmmakers today. I've been getting numerous calls from across the country, from different languages, from different directors. So I think that impact is more than what you've asked.
Well, you're talking about the childhood also. The Hanuman movie has also highlighted how in the childhood, each one of us, wanted to have superpowers. I, for example, wanted to be a Wonder Woman. Can you imagine? Now, do you think that this film's success shows that it has managed to resonate with the superhero desires of different age groups?
Everybody has something to take away from this film. The other day when Dr. Shivraj Kumar sir, the superstar of Kannada, when he has watched the film, he told me that I went back to my childhood days. The kid inside me is still alive. He was saying that to me. So that made me feel very happy. So every audience, we aspire for the fantasy kind of elements in our real life also, but they are not possible. So once you watch Hanuman, everybody becomes a kid.
Well, exactly, Teja. And if I talk about the opening segment of the movie, then it acknowledges the influence of Marvel and DC superheroes, if I'm not wrong, through this character. And many superhero movies, have so far been made in India, but they are not as successful as Marvel or DC. What do you think could be the reason? And, Hanuman, in fact, has gained so much stardom right now. How do you see it?
If you're talking about superhero films in general in India, we've done very well. Hrithik's Krish is a very well done film. Tuvino Thomas's Minnal Murli, it's got appreciation from across the nation. And today, Hanuman, we have got the appreciation from across the nation. So I think you're comparing apples to oranges. We shouldn't be comparing ourselves with the Hollywood films as of now, because we've made film on a limited budget that we have, or the limited resources that we have, and the audience also are limited. Our films are not yet watched across nations. We are trying to do that. We are slowly getting there with RRR or with Bahubali, or we are even for Hanuman, we are trying to release this film in China and Korea. So we'll eventually get there, and then we'll have more opportunity and more power to tell bigger and bigger stories. That is when after a couple of years, I think this question will be relevant.
Well, you know, Teja, with the Ram Mandir coming up, tomorrow is the Pran Pratishtha ceremony, and even director of this movie, Prashant Verma, has mentioned a divine intervention of the timing in the release of this movie. What do you have to say about it?
Absolutely, absolutely, it is a divine intervention, ma'am. Not just this, there were many such examples through this process, through this journey, that things have just fallen in place in a way that every time something happens, it happens for our good. I mean, for the film's good. So I think there's definitely, as Prashant sir has said, it's definitely a divine intervention. We were supposed to release this film for summer in 2023, but regarding few graphics issues and other things, we were supposed to postpone it by 6 months. 6 months was the period that they have asked us to deliver the final product. So after 6 months, the nearest holiday season was Sankranti. So we wanted to release the film for Pongal, and by that time, this Ram Mandir thing was not even in cards. So this is a surprise for us. I think it is God's planning for whatever has happened.
Well, Hanuman has been the biggest bhakt of Lord Ram, and I think this movie also has the blessings. Teja, you know, as I also got to know that through this movie has also a unique connection to Ram Mandir. Would you tell our viewers about it?
As I told you, we feel that there's a divine intervention. There's a divine force that has been guiding us through this process. So we are always thankful to God for that. And when my producer got to know about Ram Mandir also opening at the same time, he felt very sentimental. He's a very religious person, and he felt very sentimental about the whole thing. He felt that there's a connection to everything that has been happening. So out of gratitude, he wanted to donate 5 rupees from every ticket sold across the nations, even in USA or India or anywhere across nations. Wherever a ticket is sold from Hanuman, 5 rupees will be donated to Ram Mandir. But that was a very personal thing for him. That wasn't to be publicized or anything. When we've expressed this with Chiranjeevi sir in our pre-release event, he felt very happy about it, and he announced it on the stage.
Well, finally, Teja, before letting you go, I see you wearing a very interesting shirt relating to your movie Hanuman. Can you tell our viewers if they can also access such merchandise?
We are planning to, not right away. We are working. We're still working on it. Prashant sir is working on it, but this will be a very big. This is just a starting point of a very big journey that Prashant sir wants to do. He's going to introduce 12 other superheroes who get superpowers from different gods. In our itihasas, there are many gods, many inspiring stories from where we can bring superpowers and then gift it to underdogs. So that is the idea. So this is a very big thing. Definitely we'll be doing merchandise, we will be doing games, we will be doing everything that Marvel and Disney is doing.
Well, rightly, and I hope you continue to have the blessings of Lord Ram with this movie, as 150 crores is nothing small.